Hey everybody, Coach Troy here. Now, as it is my birthday soon, I decided to splurge, treat myself, and get some games from Atari. Well, combination of my birthday and impending tariffs. Before I get into that though, a word on my birthday. Monica J. Villa, love of my life. If for some reason you happen to slip, fall, and accidentally watch one of my videos, really the only thing I want for my birthday is to spend time with you. There might be some other things that are still available that would go perfect along with my other hobbies of video games, board games, books, and imbibing fine brandy. This is actually apple juice. I ran out. But anyway, back to talking about games. On the Atari website, they had an awesome deal of buy 4, get 1 free for cartridges. So if you haven't picked up what you wanted for the 2600, 7800, now is a good time to check some of those out. I already got most of what I wanted, but still I was debating, was there a group that I wanted to grab? And in the end, I didn't, because something else caught my eye. Well, something I'd been looking at, but I finally decided to jump in and grab it. Because while I do really love the old school Atari and 8-bit games, even Genesis games I'm a big fan of, one of my favorite genres was survival horror on the PS2. Fatal Frame, The Suffering, and of course the big one, Silent Hill. I love Silent Hill so much, in fact, that I even kept my copy of Silent Hill 2 even after my PS2 died. To me, this was the perfect game. In fact, I love this game so much that when the remake came out, I didn't even bother with that one. I just replayed this one on a PS2. In my opinion, still holds up. In fact, the deficits of the older hardware actually add to the impact of this game and its storytelling. But enough of that. Like I was saying, I really loved survival horror games on the PS2. So, how did I miss The Thing? One of my favorite movies of all time is The Thing, the perfect horror movie. So I decided, why not? I'm splurging. I'm grabbing this one. Few reasons. I know this is a remaster, not a remake. That's going to turn a lot of people off. But like I was saying, I like the look of the PS2 survival horror games and how they play. But that does get me a little nervous. You see, I've had this thing for well over a year now, and I have 0 games for it. I haven't even downloaded anything, so I haven't really played this at all. So I'm nervous to see how it's going to translate on this platform. So if anyone has any opinions on how a survival horror game is going to translate to this, let me know what I'm in for. And has anyone actually played The Thing for its original platform on the PS2? Let me know. How good was it? Did you enjoy it? Did I miss out on the actual prime time for playing that game? That also being said, right after I purchased the game, of course, I see that Nintendo has got a big sale on Atari games for this here Switch. I don't want to go promoting a bunch of sales and crap, but it does look like now would be a good time to actually pick up a couple things for this. With the Switch 2 coming, I'm sure they want to get rid of a bunch of the inventory, though maybe prices might drop even more. I don't know. I'm no economist. But those of you who have played some of Atari's games on this bad boy right here, is there anything that is actually worth it that jumps out at you? For shame, I must admit, I never bought the Atari 50th anniversary. I know, I'm just not a huge fan of playing games on platforms that they weren't intended for. Something always seems to get lost. And I know I say that as I just bought a game that was intended for the PS2 that's getting pushed onto here. That's a gamble. Alright, that's enough rambling from me for now. I promise I'll get back to the Atari 2600 stuff on the next video. Thanks for listening to me, and of course, Monica J. It's not too late. This is Coach Troy, and I will see y'all next time. Alright. Get him!